Hello, this is Dr. Do again. This video is outside of medicine. Continue the video history is reading. I'm going to continue to read. This is what Moses had given to the half tribe of Manasseh. That is, to half the family of the descendant of Manasseh, clan by clan. The territory extending from Mahanaim and including all of Bashan, the entire realm of Og, king of Bashan, all the settlements of Jair in Bashan, 60 towns, half of Gilead, and Ashtaroth and Edrei, the royal cities of Og in Bashan. This was for the descendants of Machir, son of Manasseh, for half of the sons of Machir, clan by clan. This is the inheritance Moses had given when he was in the plains of Moab, across the Jordan, east of Jericho. But to the tribe of Levi, Moses had given no inheritance. The Lord, the God of Israel, is their inheritance, as the promised them. Divisions, the land west of Jordan, chapter 14. Now these are the areas of Israelites received as an inheritance in the land of Canaan, which Eleazar the priest, Joshua son of Nun, and the heads of the clans of Israel allotted to them. Their inheritances were assigned by lot to the 9½ tribes. As the Lord had commanded through Moses, Moses had granted the 2½ tribes their inheritance east of Jordan, but had not granted the Levite an inheritance among the rest, for the sons of Joseph had become 2 tribes. Manasseh and Ephraim, the Levite, received no share of the land, but only towns of Lebanon, with pasture land for their flocks and herds. So the Israelites divided the land, just as the Lord had commanded Moses. Hebron given to Caleb. Now the men of Judah approached Joshua at Gilgal, and Caleb, son of Jephunneh the Kenizzite, said to him, "You know what the Lord said to Moses, the man of God, at Kadesh Barnea about you and me. I was 40 years old when Moses and the servant of the Lord sent me from Kadesh Barnea to explore the land, and I brought him back a report according to my convictions. But my brothers who went up with me made the hearts to the people melt with fear. I, however, followed the Lord my God wholeheartedly. So on that day Moses swore to me, 'The land on which your feet have walked will be your inheritance and that of your children forever, because you have followed the Lord my God wholeheartedly.' Now then, just as the Lord promised, he has kept me alive for 45 years since the time he said this to Moses. While Israel moved about in the desert, so here I am today, 85 years old. I'm still as strong today as the day Moses sent me out. I'm just as vigorous to go out to battle now as I was then. Now give me this hill country that the Lord promised me that day. You yourself heard then that the Anakites were there, and their cities were large and fortified. But the Lord helping me, I will drag them out, just as he said." Then Joshua blessed Caleb, son of Jephunneh, and gave him Hebron as his inheritance. So Hebron was belonged to Caleb, son of Jephunneh the Kenizzite, ever since, because he followed the Lord, the God of Israel, wholeheartedly. Hebron used to be called Kiriath Arba after Arba, who was the greatest man among the Anakites. Then the land had rest from war. Allotment for Judah. The allotment for the tribe of Judah, clan by clan, extended down to the territory of Edom, to the desert of Zin in the extreme south. Their southern boundary started from the bay at the southern end of the Salt Sea, crossed the south of Scorpion Pass, continued on to Zin, and went over to the south of Kadesh Barnea. Then it ran past Hezron up to Adar, and curved around the Qadah. It then passed along to Azman and joined the Wadi of Egypt, ending at the sea. This is their southern boundary. The east boundary is the Salt Sea, as far as the mouth of the Jordan. The north boundary started from the Bay of the Sea at the mouth, and Jordan went up to Beth Holah and continued north of Beth Araba to the stone of Bahan, son of Reuben. The boundary then went up to Debir from the valley of Achor and turned north to Gilead, which faces the pass of Adonium, south of Gog. It continued along to the water of Ain Shemesh and came out at En Rogel. Then it runs up the valley of Ben Harnin, along the southern slope of the Jebusite city, that is Jerusalem. From there it climbed to the top of the hill west of the Hinnom Valley at the northern end of the valley of Rephaim. From the hilltop, the boundary headed toward the spring of the waters, Naphtali, came out at the towns of Mount Ephron and went down toward Bala, that is Kiriath Jearim. Then it curves westward from Bala to Mount Seir, ran along the northern slope of Mount Jearim, that is Kesalon, continued down to Beth Shemesh, and crossed to Timnah. It went to the northern slope of Ekron, turned toward Shekharon, passed along to Mount Bala, and reached Jabneel. The boundary ended at the sea. The western boundary is the coastline of the Great Sea. These are the boundaries around the people of Judah by their clans. In accordance with the Lord's command to him, Joshua gave to Caleb, son of Jephunneh, a portion of Judah in Kiriath Arba, that is Hebron. Arba was the forefather of Anak. From Hebron, Caleb drove out the 3 Anakites, Shishai, Ahiman, and Timei, descendants of Anak. From there he marched against the people living in Debir, formerly called Kiriath Sephar, and Caleb said, I will give my daughter Asgah in marriage to the man who attacks and captured Kiriath Sephar. Othniel, son of Kenaz, Caleb's brother, took it, so Caleb gave his daughter Achsah to him in marriage. One day when she came to Othniel, she urged him to ask her father for a field. When she got off her donkey, Caleb asked her, What can I do for you? She replied, Do me a special favor. Since you have given me land in the Negev, give me also springs of water. So Caleb gave her the upper and the lower springs. So I'm going to stop here today and continue next time. Thank you for watching.